Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we find, learn, and play one more turn of the great strategy games. And today it's back into our preview of Distant Worlds 2, and I believe this is episode number 5 or 6. So we played a little bit of the game here. We played about 5 years as we've been zipping through here. Well, it hasn't been so much of a zip because we keep stopping and dealing with things and talking over game concepts, game mechanics, and that's how I wanted this one to go. It's the preview version. I will eventually put out a tutorial and we'll play the big campaign, which is kind of what we're doing now. But I've got to give this game back on February 15th, so I'm trying to get as much in as I can and get you ready for when the game releases that you could feel like you could jump in and play the game. I think it's awesome. I love this game. Some people, I guess, in the comments, a few people don't like it as much, but that's okay. Maybe they're Distant Worlds, or not Distant Worlds, Gal Civ fans. But anyway, I think this has been is a great game. I loved the first one, and I think this has been fantastic as well. So let's just kind of look around and see what's going on. We've explored big parts of our system here. We can see the resources that we found on various places. We've also got Bandits Cove down here, but we've explored most of the main planetary objects in our system, and we're getting out, we're mining them. We've got a research station built, we've got a bunch of mining stations built. Some of them have come under attack by pirates, and pirates have been crawling the system, and eventually we're going to have to deal with them. Now, we've kind of fought them off a little bit, and we've also come up with a truce with one of the pirate clans. But one place I wanted to go down to is Marilia 3, and the reason is in the asteroid field around Marilia 3, we did find the Crimson Scourge, and the Crimson Scourge is a destroyer which I'm guessing is going to be more powerful than our little escorts that we're able to build right now. We have a construction ship continuing to work on it. It is not completely rebuilt yet. Once it comes online, that'll be great because that'll give us some other defense. If we look up here, we are currently researching stable warp fields, and let's go to that because it's the only thing we've got in the queue right now, and we're starting to research that. Um, Now, the thing is, if we look here, we've got a plus 15% research speed for this project, just based on our various bonuses that we have for research, characters that we have, the fact that we're Actarians, etc., etc. You can see it's going to take about a little over 3 years to research this. Initiation costs, you can see there, we've got to pay that up front. If we don't have the stuff, we got to pay, whatever the going price is for those resources. It's 0% complete. Um, we could do a crash program on it, which would mean it would double the speed of this research. And what is this? The warp bubble generator. Now, we've talked about this last time. Our current jump range is 3 million miles. This jump range, if you look down there, is 120 million miles. It's 40 times more, and this will allow us to get to other systems. Obviously, very important, and that's why it's up here pretty early in the research. If we look over here, the hyperdrive speed is 10K. For stable warp fields, it's 200K, so that's 20 times the hyperdrive speed. The accuracy is better. Everything about it is better. Initiation time here is 20 seconds. Here it's 17 seconds. Research time here is 28. Did I say research? Recharge is 28. The one that we have now is 30. So in all ways, it's basically better. And getting this will allow us to finally get out of our solar system and do something else. Now, Q's suggested project, energy torpedo weapons, is what they're saying we should do after stable warp fields. And I'd like to get a couple of these in here queued up and just kind of, have that kind of go on its own. Now, let's look through these. We haven't really, driven down deep into some of these research projects. We've got Space Command. So over here, you see, because we're Actarians, we actually have a really good diplomacy. So we've already researched all that. Hell, it's on another page for the next thing we could get for diplomacy. So that's all good. Then we go to Command Crew and Medical Systems. Space Command. This is just your basic command module that would have to go on almost all ships because when you start out with a ship, and we will look at building ships, um, when you start out, all you have is a hull. And so you got to put everything on it. You got to have a command center. You've got to have engines. You've got to have, any defenses, offensive. You've got to have pods for your people. But we'll get into all those components. Coordinated control. Now, maintenance savings, 12%. This is 10%. So you can see, they get a little incrementally better here. Crew capacity, 20. Here it's 15. And you need certain number of crew for offensive and defensive things and whatnot. So it does matter how much crew capacity these things have. Damage reduction 5%, damage reduction 2%. And so you can see this is obviously better. It's only a 2-year research project if we don't crash it and make it a 1-year one. But I think we're okay just to have the basic, space command. Now we've got research labs. We just built this one, which is giving us more research output. What about structured research? Okay, well, initiation costs 4,500 credits, 450 steel. Crash program would cost 160,000 credits. Well, we're probably not going to do that. It takes 22 years to complete. So we're probably not going to do this one for a while until we're an advanced civilization. I mean, we're already advanced, but you get the idea. I mean, this is a ways down the road because you just can't take 22 years to research something. It does give you a plus 10% for all research. So it'd kind of be like that. I don't know, slow growth method where, you're building up your infrastructure and all of a sudden, once you have this, you'd be able to research things in lightning speed. So it's kind of, I guess putting investment in, hoping you don't get wiped out. And then when you finally get this, you can really go through everything fast. Basic recreation, this is commerce and recreation. It's the first one we have a choice. We don't know what the next ones would be. What exactly does this do? Oh, this goes on your ships, and it would maintenance savings 5%, ion defense and recreation rating makes your crew happier, I guess. Basic medical systems. This would help, obviously, make heal people. Basic crew systems. We already have that one. Crew capacity is 75. This crew capacity is 100. And so these are your quarters, right? So I said pods down here when I was talking. You have the command of the ship. This is your pods that you put in here for your people to sleep and hang out in your ships. Okay, so we could have a bigger crew there. Basic space commerce. What is this one? It only takes a year. Your trade bonus is 30%. Well, we haven't even met other people's, and so I don't really think that makes a lot of sense. Docking bay. Okay. I mean, we've got docking bays obviously on our spaceport. Coordinated docking. It just, it adds another docking bay. So this one has 2 docking bays. If you have this one, it's 3 docking bays. They get in and out faster. It's got a little more defense. Basic storage. Okay, your basic fuel cells. Well, you can store up this, and that can be very handy. Of course, it's going to allow you to go further here and there around the systems. What does this one do better? Let's just look at the basic one, fuel cell. Fuel capacity 110. This fuel capacity is 100 for the basic fuel cell. Okay, what's basic transport systems? Troop compartments or basic passengers. You would need this for colonization. You would need this for planetary exploration. Um, Oh, this one, wow, that's a real build up of lines there. I'm sure that that goes up to tourism. So we have basic exploration, basic sensors. We may want long range sensors, but that's an 11-year project. I mean, that's just a little too long for us right now. Basic target tracking. Well, this is obviously going to make our weapons better. Targeting and countermeasures, like basic countermeasures, gives us a plus 10%, which would obviously help us defensively. Energy collection, basic mining. What's faster mining? That takes 9 years to complete. Let's see, mining rate is 45, whatever that is, tons, let's say, per second. In this mining, it's 30 per second. So it, goes another half above that. Military, basic military starships. As you can see, we can start to move out here and improve our ships. Just the basic hull that you have. Orbital assembly. We've already got space construction. What's enhanced construction? It takes 10 years. Down here we see, stop doing that. Oh, okay, it wants to pop up here. Basic civilian, expanded civilian ships. So small colony ship, medium mining ship, small passenger ship. So we would get the passenger ship. But it's telling us it wants us to do torpedoes. Okay, so let's get up here. I'm going to get the game going here. But I did really want to look through the research this time. So we're doing stable warp fields. Let's go up to, we don't really need to worry about ground combat yet. And then it's telling us it wants to do this energy torpedo weapons. Well, you can see for reasons we have a lot of this already researched. And so we found different things. Could be because of our scientist traits. There's various reasons why this may be, but it's a long ways down the path. It's only going to cost or take 290 days. We've got plus 20% research speed for this project. It'll only cost 500 credits. So we would get new torpedoes here. Now, you may remember last time I said, it's not going to be that exciting with the shipbuilding yet because we've only got a very limited range of things that we have researched. And you can see here, like we haven't researched tractor beams. We can't put tractor beams on our ships. We've got beam weapons, but we don't have ion weapons. We have early torpedoes. Now it's saying do these energy torpedoes. I actually like that idea because we're a long ways down the road, and this gives us a little more advanced weapon, right? So let's queue that, all right? And we are happy to pay those costs. And the next thing it wants us to build are exploration scanners. And so we already saw that one down here. You can see advanced deflectors were quite a ways down the way here. That would only take 281 days. That makes our shields much better. Let's look for these exploration scanners, though. I know I saw them down here somewhere. Basic scanners, basic exploration, that would go here. It would take 2 years. The range is 5,000 and exploration time 60 seconds. Here the range is, well, that says 120 seconds, so it's half the amount of time it takes to do the same. And this doesn't even really have a range. I think we have to get right on top of something to explore it. But I tell you what, I'm going to go against the advisors this time, and I'm actually going to go up here to the advanced defenders and put that next because I'd rather have good shields. And then we'll go down and do exploration scanners. I'm fine by that. All right, so we'll do that. And now we've got that queued up, and you can see we've got a nice queue here. And these two, we're already a long ways down the road, so we'll get those very quickly and start to get some more options to put on our ships. Okay, exit that, and I'm just going to let the game run here for a minute or two and see what happens. I bet you some pirates happen. Let's go down to our home world, our home moon, and you can see a lot of action around here. Oh, one thing I did want to do, let's find, I think they're in the spaceport. No, they're not. This is the Sly Verdict. It's the command ship for Fleet 1. I wanted to change this because the tactics I had on here were engagement range, same system. Okay, I was concerned that our ships didn't go over and help the one ship that got attacked there. And so I want to make sure that we've got this attack strength neutral. I think that's why it didn't go over there against stronger targets. It was neutral. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm okay with that. Let's click on that again for First Fleet. I've got it on manual now. I'm going to fully automate that for the Sly Verdict. And as a matter of fact, let's go to military ships and let's make sure all of these are on automation, and they are. And then we'll go back to the First Fleet, Sly Verdict. See here, First Fleet, here it is down here. This is what I wanted to get to, not the ship itself. Engage when attacked. Now see, they all weren't attacked, just one of them was. I want to say nearby, 33% of fuel range. Now, let's do nearby. Attack stance cautious. I'm going to make that neutral. I want to be a little more aggressive defending this area. Normal for that. Gosh darn it, I just did that again. Bring up the first fleet. Now I'm on the sly verdict. Let's do it that way. Sly verdict. First fleet. Can I do it that way? Well, let's find out. Let's go to fleets. Go to first fleet. We could do it right there. I think I should be able to click on this and bring up the whole first fleet. You can see we've got 6 escorts here. All right, so ships retain current role within the fleet. Retreat when enemy strength greater. I would say enemy strength 200% greater. Okay, I think it was there, but let's just loosen these guys up a little bit. I do want them on defend, that's fine, and they're defending, essentially the Agdarian spaceport. Okay, let's play. I wanted to get that set though and get that right because if the Pirates come back, and they will, I want to make sure we're in a good shape there. Let's go down while this is just running. We are running here. Let's go ×2. Let's go down here to mining, new mining locations. We have 2 of our construction ships out, one at Marilia 1, one at Marilia 3. The other one is doing the Crimson Scourge, right? And so that's rebuilding. That's our 3rd construction ship. I think we actually have 4 though. These are mining, construction ships. There we go. No, we've only got 3, and you can see we've got this here. I thought we were building one. I want to build one. So let's go to construction yards. We don't have anything building at these. Now, we brought this up before. Okay, the Lost Warriors are here. We could do it at the spaceport, but it's faster to do it here. We go down to build new ship or base at Amsasia, and let's build another construction ship. And now you see it pop up here into the queue, and we're off. Here we've got an ambassador, a general, and our leader. All right, and then out at our research station, which is over here around Urteat. And why is this at Urteat? And why did we build it at Urteat? Well, I'll show you here. Marilia Research Center. This is getting a +9 because we got the message early on at Urteat that because of the molten glass here, it helps with various research. And so we've got a +9 research bonus here, and that's why we built the research lab out here. And we can go and look at that. If we go to research, you can see here, Marilia Research Center, +9 engine research. Okay, and that's because of what's at Urteat. Yeah. Exactly. Now it says it's called. See, it's the naming convention again. It's named the Marilia. I'm going to name it the Urteat Research Center. That way, I don't because it just confused me. You heard it. Let's make this the Urteat Research Center. Okay, perfect. Right. So we're building a construction ship. It says accept trade. The Lost Warriors offer to sell us some secret information, an unknown system map. Well, we may eventually do this when we've got those better warp drives and we can get to other systems. But for right now, I don't think it's doing us any good to know anything about other systems yet. If they offer us those after we get these warp drives, the stable warp fields, and we can jump all over the place, that may be handy, right? Because we can find, better systems to jump to. But for now, you can see all of the different ships going out here. A lot of this is automated. A lot of these are civilian ships, right? These are cargo ships that are going out to our mining stations. They're mining ships that are mining on their own and coming back to the spaceport. There's nothing we really need to do there. Now, what is that? Friendly construction. Okay, off he's going. Oh, let's go back to that. Um, New mining locations. We've got 2 building. We've got the Crimson Scourge building. Let's pause that and go back out here to Marilia 3. I thought I saw it light up there. Let's see if this got fixed yet. Did you get, yeah, you can see the triangle underneath it here. It's going to be one of our military ships, but it still says it's under construction. We should get a pop-up here when that is no longer under construction. We'll see if that's true. All right, and I'm kind of keeping this up because when we get our new construction ship, it should head off to Marilia 4 because we've got that next in the queue, and then we'll start going to look for other ones to come next. You can see maybe Igualos there. It's got an abundance of Tiderios. And if we want to go look what the heck is Tiderios, we can go here and we go to resources right down here, and we can go to Tiderios eventually. There it is. It's a rare inert gas used in weapons, shielding, and reactor components. Tiderios gas has a pinkish tinge. It is heavier than air and will sink to ground level unless buoyed by other surrounding gases. It is found in trace quantities at ice and frozen gas giant worlds. Okay, good to know. Hey, new construction ship completed. That's what we were waiting on. And you can see it immediately filled up here. This was the next one in the queue. So let's look down here and see what else. We've got 53 abundance at steel at this rocky metallic moon. Now, some of these places aren't going to be worth Kuprika. Okay. Extremely strong and lightweight. Agualos, we talked about that one. Is there anything else? Now, see some of these, it's got 3% steel on this asteroid. No reason to build a mining station there. If the civilians want to go out and mine it themselves, let them. But there's no reason for you to build a mining station there. So we're going to do that one, and then we'll go get that Kuprika maybe. Steel, well, you always need steel, so we'll definitely build one there as well. Now, you don't want to overdo it because you're going to have to pay maintenance on all of these stations, right? So if you're building these mining stations out there, you just don't want to get carried away because if you do, you're going to run out of money. Right now, we're plus almost 2,000 a turn, so we could build potentially another construction ship, more escorts. Now, our advisors aren't telling us to do anything, but we know that if we go to our construction yards, they don't have anything. They're not building anything, right? And so let's go to Amsasia and we'll go to construction here. Let's see, build facilities at Amsasia. No buildable facilities. So we can build up the development of our planet. It's currently at 72% though, not bad, right? Because if you look over there, plus 22% from resources, we could build up, you can build up your planet. The problem we have right now is we haven't researched any of those facilities. And if we go to research here, there's research, come on. Um, there we go. All right, so it paused automatically because this is kind of a big one. But if we go to the research tree here, and I'll try to quickly find it, I say commerce and recreation down here in these areas. And you get a nice overview of what it might be down here. Or maybe it's all the way up here. No, it's not. If we look over here, you can see the different categories. Diplomacy, commerce and recreation, command crew, storage and transport. So it aligns with what's out here. Weapons is first. Troops, reactors, shields, engines, construction, mining. What I'm looking for are the facilities you can build on your planet, and it's possible we just unlock those, but it really is probably under commerce and recreation if I'm guessing. But as of right now, there it is. Okay, yeah, this is exactly right. Command crew and medical systems. Well, you've got planetary governance down here. How long would that take? 10 years. And what does this do for you? You get plus 10% for ambassadors. Leader quality is plus 10%. Colony bonuses. Your colony happiness goes up. Corruption reduction. Colony defense. Colony development. This is a really good one to have, right? But down this branch here, you could build all kinds of facilities on your planet. What's coordinated control? This takes a little under 2 years. Oh, that's the command center for ships. You can see why it branches off here. This is what would be on your planet. So good to know there. Okay. I'll pause for 1 second here, grab a drink. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. That much talking. I gotta grab a drink every once in a while. You probably didn't notice a thing. I'm right back with you. We've got our queued projects here. Looks good. It's gonna take a while. Won't have to look at that for a while. And now we'll go to pause as we get back over here. Abandoned ship repaired. We have completed repairs on the abandoned destroyer adrift near Marilia 3 in the Marilia system. Should we board the ship and investigate further? Well, we constructed it. We should probably investigate it. Yes. We've investigated the abandoned destroyer, the Crimson Scourge, at Marilia 3. It appears to be in good working order. We have boarded it and taken control. Disassembling the advanced technology in the ship at one of our spaceports would yield research bonuses. Alternatively, maybe we should keep this powerful ship to use it to defend our empire. Okay, so they're giving us a choice here. Let's go out to the location of the Crimson Scourge. There, wow, it's a fine looking ship. Let's get down here and look at that. That looks nice. They're giving us a choice here that are kind of short range and long range, right? The short range is we're under siege by pirates, okay? And so we kind of need this. Now, if we click on it, does it tell us its strength? Look at that, 673. Well, every single pirate faction that we've looked at, if we look at the pirates, could pretty much take these guys, right? I mean, even the City Corsairs at one time, we saw that they had about 500, something like that. If we disassemble this, though, we're going to get research bonuses. Well, either way, let's take control of the Crimson Scourge. What does it say here? Join ship Crimson Scourge to the fleet. Okay, let's try that. We'll put it in first fleet. That should get it back to Amsasia for one thing. So we'll keep it on automatic, no mission. All right, let's dismiss that. Let's play. Whoa, look at this thing getting ready to jump off. And then our construction ship, make sure you go under that, buddy. Oh, and now he jumps out. Now, obviously, he jumps to warp speed faster than we do. Let's pause. And what do we have here? Under attack. The escort, the Mighty Triumph, is under attack by the Great Star of the City Corsairs at Marilia 5. Well, show me. Ah, now you can see our escorts are converging here. And what has he got? Let's look at his ship here. Whoops. And our escorts are all around it. Now, we put the Crimson Scourge in First Fleet. Right now, it's running back to the Ancient Actarian spaceport, which is right here, to refuel. Okay. There it is. It's coming in to focus here. I'm actually going to put this on manual control. We're not going to have it refuel. Well, does it have any fuel? Not much. I wanted to go attack this damn thing. Hmm. Let's go to its tactics first. Roll within fleet attack, right? Engagement range, same system. That's fine. Attack stance against weaker targets, we'll have that be aggressive. Against stronger targets, we'll have it be cautious. Retreat when it has 20% of non-defense components damaged. Any non 50%, shields below 20%, shields below 50%. Okay, I'm gonna keep this default because I don't know enough about it yet. I keep doing that, quick clicking off things. Invade colonies immediately. Well, there's no other colonies here in our group. I'm gonna leave it just like that. I was gonna take manual control and go over here and attack this thing, but I'm afraid we're gonna run out of fuel. So let's automate. We'll fully automate for now. Let him get some gas, Kazlon, and see what happens. Okay, so we know that we're under attack. Build ships for 8,449 credits. As you can see, our credits up there are up to 58,000. One construction ship and two more exploration ships. I think we need these exploration ships because as you can see, we're getting very close to being able to jump into other systems. So let's go ahead and build those ships. That's fine. You see our credit balance immediately start to go down there. Well, let's zoom in on this battle and see what happens. We've got all of that set. It's on automate. It doesn't want to join the first fleet. I did that once. Let's try it again. It could be that something like this maybe won't join a fleet. We'll see. But that's my inclination is that it's not going to want to join this fleet. Okay, we'll see. We're off that. We're off that. Let's actually even take this down. Well, now I can't hit anything to say play. Okay, now play, and we'll take this down and watch this battle. Here come our escorts in here, and you can see, whoa, he's firing in all directions with some laser beams. I guess that'd be ion. Our escorts are trying to hold their own. It looks like maybe a couple of these are dead in the water. All right, let's go up here and pause very quickly because it looks like we're going to lose some escorts here quickly unless we do something. So let's go. That's the Surly Miner. There's the spaceport. Is the Crimson Scourge out of here? Oh, we're under attack over here on this side. That's why he took off here. And we're firing out of the spaceport because that does have defense as well. So we've got two different battles going on. And unfortunately, we've got the Crimson Scourge in dock. Well, better than him running out of fuel. Oh, he's refueling. Come on, buddy. We need you. You can see we had to warp out of there because now we're under attack here. The Fearsome Phantom. The spaceport is firing back, and he did warp out one ship, but he's got another ship headed this way. There's the Crimson Scourge. It's out. Let's see what it can do against this ship. Oh, yeah. Hold on. We've encountered a lone starship, the Grimy Treasure, in the Marilia system. It does not appear to be a hostile pirate, but rather an independent space trader. Okay, could there be other ships like this? May they help transport needed resources for us? Well, why doesn't it say show me? The Grimy Treasure. So this is just a floating trading barge. I love it. Okay. You can see what all we have. You can see the torpedoes coming in here. That's that shark-looking ship, the Fearsome Phantom. Looks like that one missed, but we've got other things going. And you can see the ion blaster coming out. That's really awesome. Coming out of our spaceport, hitting this ship as well. He may try to warp out of here, but let's see if the Crimson Scourge takes him out first. Oh, he's getting hit from all directions. Blast him, you son of a gun. Ooh, he's firing back at the spaceport. Ah, he got out of here. Shoot. The Crimson Scourge, it took him a minute to kind of roll around, but now he's going to come help us over here. Our escorts are in bad shape. What could he? Oh, this ship's like, oh crap, it's the Crimson Scourge, guys. And now he warped out. Well, shoot. Okay. Well, let's pause this for a second. Let's see what kind of shape I keep calling them destroyers. This is a destroyer. These are escort ships. You can see the hull is still intact here, but our shields are in really bad shape. We need that to return to base and repair. Oh, it's actually trying to jump out of here. Okay. The growling backstab, its hull integrity is down to 77%. Here, the Intrepid Spite still has some shields, 144, 100% on the whole, so that looks all right. Did we lose some, or did they just warp out of here? If we go up to military ships, what do we still have left? Well, that's First Fleet. Yeah, you can see a lot of these have really gotten knocked about, right? They used to have a lot more firepower. You can see the Crimson Scourge here, 673. That's awesome. Did he Yeah, he jumped out of the fleet again. He doesn't want to be part of the fleet. Well, so be it. Fine. Auto guard. We're going to do that. And its tactics we already set. That's fine. Okay. Well, let's go back to that for a second. Manage fighters. Some of your ships, your big capital ships, have fighters on them, smaller fighters. And that's why this is here. What does this say? Upgrade all fighters. Oh, he does have fighters. Well, that's cool. Okay. Upgrade the. Not allowed to do that? I was going to say, I didn't think the Crimson Scourge as a destroyer would have them. The big carrier ships and whatnot have fighters. Okay, well, fine. Create a new fleet. Let's make the Crimson Scourge. Well, I don't know, though. It kind of seems like this thing wants to operate on its own. All right, well, we're just going to leave it for now. Traders tell us of a nearby colony. So we found that grimy ship. Our recent contact with independent traders has revealed the location of an independent colony of Kyadians in the at Sigma 1 in the nearby Sigma system. This would be a good destination to investigate once we have the necessary technology. All right, so it sees that we're about to get stable warp fields, and now we've talked to some traders that are moving through in that barge. How do I go down and see the barge? These are ships that could move. Would this show it to? I don't see anything that looks like a barge there. Oh, what's the? Oh, that's one of our ships underneath there. Okay, I think maybe they just went through. I can't. It's not giving me a show me. But anyway, traders tell us of a nearby colony. Well, let's back up, and now you can see there's Segma. So we had not seen another, star system really before. We could see their star out here, but we had never seen a colony. And you can see here, this is Segma. It's a super giant star. Okay. Do we know anything about it if we zoom in here? Click on that. Segma, back up. Oh, they did tell us a little bit about it. And you could see that there is an independent colony out here of what they called Kyadians. Okay, well, let's look at that. Well, here we go. Who are the Kyadian? Our analysts have learned about the following about the Kyadians. They're highly intelligent humanoid race with an expanded cranium. Yeah, look at that handsome fellow up there. Kyadians are shrewd and sensible. They carefully evaluate and plan for potential repercussions. Okay, so they're cautious. They're deep thinkers. They love to ponder. They're practical. Their advanced now we're getting to the important part. Their advanced technology includes the Shadow Ghost ECM, an exceptionally capable countermeasure component. These powerful countermeasures make Kyadian starships very difficult for enemies to target, allowing them to avoid a lot of enemy weapon fire. Well, that'd be good for us to get, even if we have to trade with them. Their honor code is legendary. They would prefer to die than break their word. Once a Kyadian commits, well, that's good to know as well. Maybe we'll ally with these guys, although the Segma system doesn't look very big. Now, they do have 4 billion people, which, if we go back, they've got 422 million. We've got a lot more than that. Nope. They've got, I said, what did I say, 4 billion? Wrong. 422 million. We've got 2.3 billion. So we've got a lot more people. Are we more advanced than them? Well, I guess we don't know, but we're going to send an exploration ship out there, and we're already starting to crank them out and get them ready to go. Show me this one. All right, right now, we don't have this technology yet. We're going to have to wait to upgrade when we get this technology. I'm going to keep this on full automation because I would imagine it's going to go back, retrofit, and under automation go over to Segma and see what the heck's going on. These guys all need to rebuild a little bit. This broke up the fleet a little bit. The Insidious Intruder was not in the fleet. Oh, that was the new one that was built. That was the only one that's not in there. So we join it in. The Insidious Intruder is now in first fleet. We have our 6 escorts in there. Got it. Let's go to fleet. Click on first fleet. Top up fleet with ships. Well, we don't want to do that. Retrofit fit. No. But if I click on first fleet, let's go here. Let's get it going back to our star base, and I'll tell you why. Oh, these are where the guys jumped to that were trying to get out of the battle. So they were getting their asses kicked. I guess the battle was about right here. They were getting their butts kicked, and they decided, let's jump out of here. Well, let's jump them back to the spaceport. And now you can see repair at Ancient Actarian Spaceport. Perfect. Okay, so we'll dismiss this. We now know that we are not alone in the universe. Well, we kind of already knew that because we saw the humanoid pirates assign mission. It wants to go to Marilia 8. This is Kasati. It's a creamy alcoholic drink. It gives us +3 colony development. Yes, let's do that. Okay, we already knew about that. Assign mission to this. build MS3 at this. It's got steel Mebnar, and it's got a lot of it. So let's do that. You can see now the big triangle for First Fleet is moving back into the spaceport to repair. Our numbers are looking good up here. 81, 411. If we look down here, Y ship and base maintenance. Currently, we're at 1664. Let's pause that. That's pretty good, right? Because you can see that our projected revenue for the month is 6,676 annual. Sorry, why do I keep doing that? Can that be right though? Is this annualized? Because it seems like we're getting a hell of a lot more money than that. I think that's on a monthly basis. It's got to be. It's got to be because our cash flow plus 807, this has got to be monthly. Annual, this should be monthly expenses, I think, and monthly income. I'm a finance guy. I'm like, that can't be right. That's got to be monthly. Because we're just building up too much cash for us only to be bringing in 6,000. Although, well, maybe. Colony taxes, that's where we're getting it from the civilian economy, right? I mean, that's our taxes. That's where we're getting it from as they build more and more civilian ships. I think that's got to be on a monthly basis, but I guess I could be wrong. Um, as it is, we're fine. We can just keep looking at this plus 807. As long as that's okay, we're in good shape. We could go to the funding levels if we feel like we're not getting enough to something. But here, this shows you really well. We're reserving 800. Okay. Um, 2729 for ship maintenance. Well, that's not bad when we're generating over 6,000, whether it be yearly or monthly that these totals are on. Uh, about a third of our income is going to ship maintenance. Troop maintenance, 440. We don't really need troops right now. So total expenses 3169, and we're just dumping the rest of it into colony growth and research. We could bump up research a little bit, I guess. I mean, it's one of the most important things. But when we really want to max out this colony, we have a new spy, Rocky Zabros. He's obviously the brother of our. Nope, it's just the same first name, not the last name. Thonda is the last name. Rocky Zabros. He's here. Okay, well, show me. Rocky Zabros. We don't know anything about him. If we go to characters now, some of these guys should be filling out, and ladies should be filling out a lot more. Look at this plus 20 mining rate because Osan Thonda are leaders and industrialists. He's also a diplomat. He's a really good leader. Look at all this. And he's improving on these things up here. He's a labor-oriented, isolationist, diplomat, industrialist. I like it, buddy. He's good. The ambassador, we can see he's pretty good at espionage, or he's at least building up a skill there. The admiral, good at +3 armor strength, +2 repair. Okay. This general, okay on ground attack, troop recovery rate. He's at Amsanja. Where else could he go? Oh, he could go out to First Fleet, but he's a general. We want to keep him on the ground. Rocky Thonda. Okay, she's doing great. You may say, how do you know that's a she? Well, you can just tell. I know Actarians. Scientist plus that and that. Okay, and now we've got a spy. So, maybe we'll go spy on these new people, the Kaadians. We do not have any prisoners. Well, that's fine. I don't want to house and feed them. New spy appears, dismiss. Let's get her going. So now we've got that Crimson Scourge, we can breathe a little easier as far as our defense goes. If we get attacked anywhere, we've got a kind of a badass ship that can go run around and beat up on these things. Our escorts are all around here. Looks like, has this repaired? You can see, there it is. That is the shield's building. It's getting repaired from the spaceport. They're sending out, we should be able to see little bitty drones coming out here, I suspect. Um, and you can see the shield's building. This is already built up to 288, the Insidious Intruder. It looks fine. It's at full strength, I think. And if we look at military ships, we can go down here and you can see they're starting to build up a little bit at least. Got this on manual? Now let's put this on auto. Auto patrol, auto raid, fully automate, and the Mighty Triumph we're going to fully automate. Okay, we want all of those. And then we've got guard on for the Crimson Scourge. We got yet another spy. Okay. Wow, we got two spies now. We haven't really encountered enough people to need this many spies. Okay, let's dismiss that. And what's going on here? Lost Warriors offer to sell us some secrets and unknown ancient ruins. Ooh. That's probably in another system. 13,000 credits. Well, we've certainly got the money to. You know what? I'm just going to do it. I probably wouldn't if we're. I mean, it's a lot of credits, but we're in great shape when it comes to credits. Let's go ahead and do that. Pause. We've encountered a new empire in the Almania system. That's because we just bought this. This empire is predominantly composed of Teekans. Well, these little guys look like they'd be called Teekans, I think. The Teekan are naturally slightly hostile toward us. Initial communications with the Teekans have gone poorly. The Teekans are quite unimpressed with us. Research projects are available on our tech tree that can increase our understanding of the Teekan. We should research these projects to improve our relations. Show me. You wanted to speak with them. Well, not really. I didn't really want to. Pause. Um, ooh, we just got our new jump fields. Let's take that off. So now we've got, someone to do diplomatic relations. Well, why don't we send a spy over there? That's the whole freaking point of spies. All right. So we'll go to characters and are either one of these developed any skills or traits? Nope. Okay. Counterintelligence against foreign agents completed. Okay, I guess. Oh, I see. So I've got him on fully automated here. You can see that. They're checking to see if anybody's spying on us. Look at this guy. Look at his goggles. I love it. Do all spies have that? That's what spies look like. Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep it on automate. If they don't send a spy out to spy on the Teekans, then I'm gonna do it. But I'll give the game a chance to do it. Let's back up now and see where that star system is. Do we know? Oh, we do. Oh, it's all the way out here. Wow. Okay. That's Almania, home of the Teekans, or at least the first place we know about. Now, part of that is because we spent 13,000 credits to pay these suckers off. Military refueling. We'll go look at that in a second. Um, we paid him 13,000 credits to know where this system is. Well, okay. I mean, I guess our scout ships could have done that, but we're running into more and varied peoples here. It's something that looks like little gerbils, and we've got some big-headed people, humanoids here. That means there's pirates. This means that's Pirates Cove. We've got a 94 defense on the ground, 758 with our ships. You can see all the different resources that are in our system. You can see the different resources here. And they were selling us that map saying that they know where ancient ruins are. So there must be some ancient ruins here. Okay, well, that was a waste of money, but I knew that going in. I just wanted you to see some different kind of people. Um, Okay, well, let's get back here to Omsasia. I don't know why I keep zooming in like that. I can just double click there. Let's show me on the accept treaty. What do you want? Military refueling. Would you accept this trade? Protection. No, no, no. Military refueling. Other faction does not want this treaty. We do not like you enough. Okay. They're offering that to us. But where? It's not going to cost us anything. I don't care if we refuel them. Uh, Fine. I mean, they'll pay some tax on this or something. Well, let's accept it. We've accepted the following gift: military refueling. Well, we can. Okay, so that means we can refuel our military craft wherever the Lost Warriors are located, or they'll help us refuel if we run out. Fine. It didn't cost us anything. Why not? Um, I already did this. I don't know why it does it twice like that. Again, it's the beta. So let's, keep that in mind. It could be something like that. We have completed research on stable warp fields. This project provides the following. It advances the warp bubble generator. Okay, well, we're going to, for now anyway, want this on all of our exploration ships. And if we go to exploration and we look at our ships here, Marilia system, Actarian Spaceport, this one's already retrofitting. These guys are out in our system. So we're going to want to send a couple of these guys probably. This is Auto Explore. I'm going to turn this to fully automate. Okay, because if they want to go spy on somebody, feel free. Fully automate. Okay. Uh, well, he's retrofitting, so he's going to jump out of our system. That'll be kind of cool. This is out here by an asteroid. I'm going to just tell it to retrofit. Let's go do that. So we have two of them that will have those new bubble warp jet fields on them. Now, nobody else really needs that yet, right? We don't need military jumping out there or mining ships. Not yet. Eventually. Now, one thing I'll tell you that I just know from the game, it's not really based on anything that we've seen so far, is out here at Segma, this is an independent colony. These guys are, they're not really the same as an empire, sort of, or a different empire. These are the kind of people that'll be conquered or be allies with us, but they're not really sort of their own empire. But we'll get into that more as we go. All right. The Express Wanderer, it's heading back to retrofit. Should be jumping out here in a moment. Oh, the Crimson Scourge, show me, is under attack by some pirate ship, and our escorts are coming to help the Crimson Scourge. How are we doing here? Well, our shields, that's looking okay. Watch this thing explode. Yeah, there we go. Explosion, and you can see now, and then he just warps out of here. Um, they're pieces of the ship we just blew up or here, and we can grab those and sell them or do whatever. You can see our drones are flying over here to pick that up, and they just did. We just salvaged it. Well, we'll get to that here in a second. Uh, Advisor suggestion: build MS3 here. It's got what? Steel and webinar. Okay, well those are both important. What does this one look like? This looks better. This is at Marilia 2. Let's assign the mission there, certainly. We'll go look at our build queue for construction ships here in a minute. That was awesome, that explosion. I loved it. I'm going to declare... Yeah, okay, we'll just do it. Location maps discovered. While salvaging a whole superstructure in the Marilia system, we have made the following discovery. We have found detailed maps of the following locations. Marilia. Well, we kind of already knew a lot about Marilia, I think, but maybe that'll kind of give us any pieces that we don't have. You can see now we've pretty much explored everything, which is good because now we've got those bubble drives and we can jump to other systems. Okay, excellent. We'll dismiss that. I'm going to hit play here in a second, but I want to go to our exploration ship. Still retrofitting. He's still retrofitting. I want to see when they jump to the new system. So we'll go down to the spaceport and watch them come out. Go up here. Fine. Marilia 5, close enough. And we'll back up. There's our spaceport. And let's see when these guys come out. You can see certain things, things are always docking here at the spaceport. And look, we're already at 83% on these energy torpedoes because we were so far along. Now, as far as designing ships, see Epsilon torpedo small, Epsilon torpedo medium. You'll have decisions to make, based on sizes of your bays, of what you want to stick on here. All right, retrofit still. They didn't send the other one over here. When this one comes out, the Express Wonder, I've got it under manual control because I gave it a command. And because of that, it automatically just sits on manual control until I change it back. What's this? The novelty of Thefaria. I don't know what you are. Where'd that go? Well, I don't know. Let's go back to Marilia 5. That's Urteat. And then here's our home moon. I want to see. Okay, he's got no mission. The Express Wonder. Let's go to it. All right, let's back up and let's send him over to Sigma or Segma, I guess we should say. And we just right click and he is going to go explore the Segma system. Awesome. And we've now gotten energy torpedoes, and it wants us to build another escort ship. Gosh, sure, okay. I mean, those things aren't really worth the hell or the damn, but they've helped us a little bit. But now we're going to go and you can see we're starting to warp out of here with the new bubble drive. Anyway, we're going to check that out. We've also got new energy torpedoes, and we'll look at our escorts and the Crimson Scourge and see if they could use brand new energy torpedoes. We'll see what happens when we get over to Segma, but that'll all be next time. And we got advanced deflectors. Man, it's moving fast now. Exploration scanners is the only thing left in the queue. We got through those other ones really fast. When we come back next time, we'll check out the Segma system. I can't wait. This has been Strategy Gaming Dojo. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. I'll talk to you next time. Have a great one.